Dear spectators of the human tragedy, in the shadows of history, where the echoes of the past linger like a haunting melody, we find ourselves confronted with a disturbing truth. Those in power wield their pens like swords, seeking to carve away the indelible marks of those they wish to silence. They believe that by erasing the names etched in the annals of time, they can rewrite the narrative, wash away the stains of dissent that challenge their authority. But let me tell you, my friends, the more they try to erase, the more they only deepen the scars. What makes a mark indelible? It is the fire of passion that ignites in the hearts of the oppressed, a flame that refuses to be extinguished by the winds of tyranny. It is the unyielding spirit of those who dared to stand against the tide, who faced the storm with nothing but their truth as armor. Their voices, once whispers in the dark, become roars that shake the very foundations of oppression. Every attempt to erase them only fuels the fire, turning their legacy into an inferno that cannot be contained. Consider the anti-hero, the outcast, the one branded as a villain in the eyes of the powerful. They wander the desolate paths of solitude, shadows cast long by the weight of their legacy. The world may try to bury them, but like weeds breaking through concrete, their essence persists. Each lonely night spent in reflection is a testament to the struggle against erasure, a struggle that shapes their identity, carving them into something formidable. Isolation can feel like a prison, but within those cold, dark walls, a strange power begins to bloom. It is in the silence that the whispers of history grow louder, demanding to be heard. The solitude becomes a canvas where the anti-hero paints their truth, stroke by stroke, revealing the beauty hidden within the scars. In those moments of despair, they find strength, not the strength of armies or the might of kings, but the raw, unyielding strength that comes from knowing one's worth, from embracing the pain and wielding it like a weapon against those who seek to erase. The shadows may loom large, but they cannot extinguish the light of truth. The echoes of silence amplify the very voices the powerful wish to suppress. When they try to hush the cries of the oppressed, they only fan the flames of rebellion. Each secret whispered in the dark becomes a battle cry, resonating far beyond the confines of their control. Their attempts to silence dissent become the very fuel that ignites a revolution, a reminder that legacies are not easily forgotten. The paradox lies in the beauty of this struggle, the struggle against erasure. It is a dance with darkness, an embrace of the chaos that surrounds us. In this dance, we find our rhythm, a heartbeat that echoes through the corridors of time. The scars we bear become our stories, etched into our souls, urging us to rise, to resist, and to reclaim our narrative. In the end, those who attempt to erase us may only succeed in unveiling our true essence. We become the monsters they fear, the legends that echo through the ages. Every attempt to rewrite our history only cements our place within it. So let them try to erase us, let them wield their power in vain. For in the grand tapestry of existence, our legacy is indelible, a force that will forever challenge the narrative they seek to control. In the face of this darkness, remember, the shadows may stretch long, but they can never snuff out the fire within. Embrace your legacy, stand tall against the tide, and let your mark be known. The world may try to forget, but we will remind them. Always. Power, my shadowed brethren, is a treacherous beast, a serpent that coils around the hearts of those who wield it, whispering sweet nothings of control and dominance. Those in authority look upon the world with eyes clouded by arrogance, perceiving threats lurking in every corner, dissenters, rebels, those who dare to question the status quo. They clutch their power like a lifeline, convinced that erasing the names of those who challenge them will somehow solidify their reign. But let me tell you, this is a delusion as fragile as glass, destined to shatter at the slightest touch of truth. Pride, the twisted twin of power, leads these rulers down a dark path. It inflates their egos until they float above the masses, blind to the reality that surrounds them. They believe themselves untouchable, yet this very pride becomes the architect of their downfall. Every act of erasure, every attempt to rewrite history, chips away at their foundation, revealing the cracks beneath their facade. The echoes of their arrogance ring hollow in the ears of the oppressed, who watch with bated breath as the mighty fall from grace. How ironic it is that those who seek to silence dissent often find themselves ensnared by their own hubris. They brandish their power like a sword, believing it will carve out the truths they wish to bury. Yet, like a boomerang, their actions return to haunt them. The oppressed rise, not as mere specters of the past, but as a formidable force that cannot be contained. Each voice that they attempt to silence becomes a rallying cry, a movement fueled by the very injustice they sought to suppress. Isolation sits heavy on the shoulders of the anti-hero, a cloak woven from the threads of solitude. In the face of erasure, they tread a lonely path, often misunderstood, branded as outcasts by those who fear their potential. Yet within this isolation lies a profound strength, a sanctuary where they confront their demons and emerge reborn. The shadows may loom large, but they are not without purpose. In the stillness of their solitude, the anti-hero learns to harness their pain, transforming it into a weapon against the very forces that seek to silence them. The weight of legacy is a double-edged sword, a burden that can crush the spirit or forge it into something unbreakable. Those who attempt to erase the past do not realize that the scars of history can illuminate the path forward. Each attempt to diminish the legacy of the anti-hero only serves to amplify it, echoing through the corridors of time like a ghost refusing to be silenced. The past is an intricate tapestry of struggle and triumph, and those who dare to confront it find themselves armed with the wisdom of ages. In the end, the cycle of power and pride reveals its cruel irony. The very efforts to erase dissent only serve to kindle a fire within the hearts of those who refuse to be forgotten. Time, relentless and unforgiving, becomes the relentless pursuer of justice, and it will not rest until every truth is laid bare. The darkness that surrounds the anti-hero is not their enemy, it is the forge that shapes them, the crucible in which their resilience is tested and their legacy is forged. So, let the powerful bask in their fleeting illusions. Let them rewrite their narratives and erase the past. For in their hubris, they forget one crucial truth: the indelible marks of history cannot be washed away. They become the architects of their own demise, and as the dust settles, it will be the echoes of defiance that ring true. The anti-hero stands tall, cloaked in the shadows of solitude, knowing that their legacy will endure, a testament to the unyielding spirit that refuses to be erased. Isolation, my dear shadows, is a bitter companion. It wraps around the soul like a thick fog, obscuring the warmth of connection, leaving only the chilling truth of solitude. In the depths of this emptiness, the anti-hero wanders, their footsteps echoing through the hollow corridors of a world that has forgotten them. The echoes carry the heavy weight of silence, amplifying the screams of a legacy that refuses to be buried. Here, in the abyss of exclusion, lies a strange beauty, a raw, unfiltered strength that rises from the ashes of neglect. The anti-hero stands apart, a figure cloaked in darkness, misunderstood and maligned. Society, in its relentless pursuit of conformity, casts them aside, branding them as outcasts. Yet, within this isolation, they find clarity. The world outside may be chaotic and indifferent, but in the stillness of solitude, they confront their deepest fears. Here, they peel back the layers of pain, exposing the raw nerve of their existence. Each scar tells a story, a testament to battles fought and lost, yet not forgotten. Carrying the weight of a legacy that others wish to erase is no small burden. It is a heavy crown, forged from the iron of past injustices, resting upon the brow of the anti-hero. They walk a fine line, teetering between despair and defiance. The world may seek to rewrite their narrative, to scrub away the stains of truth, but they hold fast to their history. Each attempt to erase them only deepens their resolve, igniting a fire within that cannot be extinguished. The flames of their legacy burn brighter in the face of adversity, a beacon for those who linger in the shadows, waiting for the moment to rise. Strength is found in this solitude, a fierce resolve that transforms isolation into empowerment. The anti-hero learns that the darkness is not a prison but a sanctuary. In this sacred space, they cultivate their spirit, honing their purpose like a blade, sharpened by experience. It is here that they discover the beauty of resilience, the way it can weave through the fabric of their existence, stitching together the torn pieces of a fragmented identity. The solitude that once felt like a curse becomes a canvas upon which they paint their defiance. Each moment of loneliness is a chance for reflection, a time to confront the echoes of the past. The anti-hero understands that the world's attempts to erase them are not merely acts of malice, they are desperate acknowledgments of the power that lies within. Those in control fear the legacy of the anti-hero because it is a mirror reflecting their own flaws. In their efforts to silence the truth, they inadvertently amplify it, creating a resonance that reverberates through time. The anti-hero, armed with the knowledge of their own worth, steps into this power, ready to reclaim their narrative. The weight of legacy is both a burden and a gift. It anchors the anti-hero in a reality where they are not alone, where the ghosts of the past walk alongside them, whispering encouragement in the darkest hours. They realize that solitude does not equate to weakness, rather, it is in the depths of despair that true strength is forged. The anti-hero emerges from the shadows, ready to confront the forces that seek to erase them, knowing that the scars of their history are a testament to their resilience. And so, in the solitude of their journey, the anti-hero finds not just strength but purpose. They embrace the darkness that surrounds them, transforming it into a catalyst for change. The echoes of silence become their anthem, a call to arms for those who refuse to be forgotten. The world may try to erase their existence, but the anti-hero stands firm, a testament to the indelible spirit that thrives in the face of adversity. In the end, it is not the lonely path that defines them, but the strength they find within it, a strength that will echo through the ages, refusing to be silenced. Silence, a haunting void, wraps around us like a suffocating shroud, whispering the lies we dare not speak. In this world, where power wields its sword against the vulnerable, silencing voices becomes an art form, a grotesque performance played by those who tremble at the thought of dissent. But listen closely, dear shadows, for in that hollow silence lies an echo. It reverberates through time, a relentless reminder that attempts to erase a voice only serve to amplify its impact. Every muted cry, every story buried beneath the weight of oppression, becomes a seed planted in the fertile ground of resistance. The more they choke us, the stronger we grow. It's a cruel irony, isn't it? The very act of suppression ignites a spark of rebellion, a fire that spreads beyond the confines of their control. It is in this stark contrast that the anti-hero thrives, for they know that silence is not the absence of sound, but a canvas upon which revolutions are painted. The ripple effect of these silenced voices is profound. Each voice that rises from the ashes of erasure sends shockwaves through the fabric of society. It's a domino effect, where the courage of one ignites the hearts of many. In the darkness, those once unseen find solace in shared struggle, united by a desire to reclaim their narratives. The anti-hero stands at the center of this storm, a catalyst for change, aware that every shout of resistance cuts through the fog of forgetfulness like a blade. Embracing the paradox of silence is an act of defiance. The beauty found within this struggle is not merely in the victory, but in the tenacity of the fight itself. It's in the moments when the world tries to erase us that our true selves emerge, unfiltered and raw. The anti-hero learns that their battle is not just against those who seek to silence them, but against the very notion of erasure itself. Each attempt to rewrite their story only serves to fortify their resolve, deepening the legacy they carry. The scars of history are not blemishes but badges of honor. They signify survival in a world that often seeks to bury the truth. In this darkness, the anti-hero finds a profound strength, a fire that burns fiercely against the cold winds of oppression. Justice, like an ever-watchful sentinel, may be delayed, but it is relentless in its pursuit. It waits in the shadows, biding its time, knowing that the truth cannot be contained forever. As the anti-hero navigates through this labyrinth of silence, they become acutely aware of their power. The darkness is no longer a weight but a force propelling them forward. It is a reminder that even in solitude, one's voice can resonate against the walls of silence. Each word spoken, each truth unveiled, becomes a rallying cry that transcends the boundaries of time and space. They rise, not just for themselves but for every silenced soul who yearns to be heard. The echoes of silence become a symphony of solidarity. It is a haunting melody, a reminder that in the depths of despair, there exists a profound beauty, a beauty forged through struggle, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of justice. The anti-hero, now fully aware of their legacy, embraces this journey, understanding that their voice is not just a whisper in the void but a thunderclap that shakes the very foundations of power. In the end, it is not the silence that defines them, but the strength they find within it. The anti-hero stands tall, an indelible mark against the tide of erasure, knowing that every attempt to silence them only adds fuel to the fire of their legacy. They are the embodiment of resilience, a testament to the enduring spirit that thrives in the face of adversity. And as their voice echoes through the ages, it serves as a reminder to all, the truth cannot be silenced. It will always find a way to rise, like a phoenix from the ashes of forgotten histories. In the shadows of despair, flames flicker, casting eerie silhouettes against the walls of power. This fire, born from the ashes of betrayal and neglect, dances defiantly, illuminating the path of those who dare to rise. It whispers secrets to the weary, igniting a hunger that cannot be quenched. In this dark realm, resilience is not merely a trait, it is the very essence of survival, the pulse of those who refuse to be extinguished. Every individual who has stood at the precipice of defeat knows the weight of despair. It wraps around them like a chain, heavy and unyielding, dragging them into the depths of silence. Yet, within that suffocating darkness, a flicker of hope ignites. It is the fire within, the relentless spirit that refuses to bow to the forces that seek to erase their existence. Like a phoenix, they rise, claiming their right to breathe, to exist, to shout their truth into the storm. Adversity, that cruel mistress, often brings forth the most potent fuel for passion and purpose. It is the crucible in which the strongest souls are forged. Those who dare to confront their demons find themselves transformed, emerging from the depths of their struggles with a fierce determination. The scars they bear tell stories of battles fought and won, a testament to their unyielding spirit. The flames of resilience burn brighter as they embrace their pain, turning it into a weapon against those who would see them silenced. Justice, often a distant dream, lurks in the shadows, waiting for the opportune moment to strike. It is not bound by time or space, it is a relentless pursuer, weaving through the fabric of existence, seeking out the truth that others wish to bury. Those who try to erase the past may believe they hold the power, but they are merely architects of their own demise. For every action taken to suppress history, there exists a counteraction, a ripple in the fabric of time that cannot be contained. The very act of trying to erase the past is akin to pouring gasoline on a fire. It may flicker momentarily, but the flames will roar back with a vengeance, consuming everything in their path. The anti-hero understands this truth all too well. They are not merely witnesses to the chaos, they are the architects of their own resurgence. From the ashes of despair, they find their voice, their resolve, and their purpose. They become the embodiment of justice, a force that cannot be ignored. Each tale of rising from despair is a chapter in the grand narrative of defiance. It is a story woven with threads of resilience, courage, and unbreakable will. The anti-hero stands as a beacon for those lost in the darkness, a reminder that even in the bleakest of moments, there is a fire waiting to be ignited. It is the flame that fuels the revolution, that stirs the hearts of the oppressed, and that demands recognition for every silenced voice. In this relentless pursuit of justice, the anti-hero finds solace in their solitude. They embrace the darkness not as a foe, but as a companion that nurtures their strength. It is here, in the quiet moments, that the fire within grows, feeding on the injustice around them. They become a storm, a tempest of rage and passion, striking down upon those who dare to silence the truth. The world may try to erase them, but they know that their legacy is etched in the very fabric of existence, a mark that cannot be erased. As the flames of resilience burn brighter, the anti-hero stands unwavering, a sentinel against the tide of forgetfulness. They are a reminder that the struggle against erasure is not a solitary fight, it is a collective uprising, echoing through the ages. Each voice that rises from the ashes adds fuel to the inferno, creating a conflagration that cannot be extinguished. In this dance of darkness and light, they find their purpose, their power, and their place in history, a legacy that will endure long after the ashes have settled. In the ruins of memory, where the echoes of the past linger like ghosts, the cost of erasing the past weighs heavily on the soul. It is a barren wasteland, a desolate expanse where history has been buried beneath the arrogance of those who wield power. They believe they can shape reality, sculpting it to their whim, but what they fail to recognize is the price of such hubris. The past is not a canvas to be painted over, it is a living, breathing entity that demands respect, even in its silence. When the threads of history are severed, society becomes a hollow vessel, adrift in a sea of ignorance. The consequences of forgetting are profound, like a disease that spreads unchecked, infecting minds and hearts. In this void, the lessons of the past fade into obscurity, leaving only the echoes of what once was. The rich tapestry of human experience, woven with triumphs and failures, is unraveled, leaving society vulnerable to the same mistakes over and over again. Ignorance breeds complacency, and complacency is a fertile ground for tyranny to flourish. Yet, the beauty of history lies not only in its triumphs but also in its scars. It is these very scars that teach us the most vital lessons. They remind us of our humanity, of the struggles endured and the sacrifices made. To ignore the past is to deny the very essence of who we are. It is a betrayal of the voices that fought for recognition, the souls that dared to challenge the status quo. Every act of erasure is a violent act against the collective memory, mutilation of the truth, and it cannot go unchallenged. Personal accountability emerges as a flicker of light in this dark landscape. Each choice we make reverberates through time, shaping the legacy we leave behind. We are not mere spectators in this grand theater of existence. We are active participants, wielding the power to honor or dishonor those who came before us. The weight of our actions rests squarely on our shoulders, a burden that can either crush us or propel us forward. Embracing this truth is the first step toward understanding the cost of forgetfulness. In solitude, the anti-hero reflects on their own choices, the paths taken and those left unexplored. The ghosts of the past whisper their secrets, urging them to confront the shadows that linger. It is in this confrontation that true strength is forged. The darkness becomes a crucible, revealing not only the scars of the past but the resolve to ensure that history does not repeat itself. Each moment of reflection is a reminder that the fight for justice is not a solo endeavor, it is a chorus of voices that rise together, defiant and unyielding, against the tide of erasure. As the anti-hero stands amidst the ruins of erased histories, they recognize that the cost of silence is far greater than any burden of truth. Silence breeds complicity, a passive acceptance of the status quo, and a rejection of the legacies that deserve to be honored. It is a call to arms, a rallying cry for those who refuse to be silenced, who understand that the echoes of the past resonate in the present and shape the future. In this relentless pursuit of justice, the anti-hero embraces the shadows, understanding that they are not alone. Each scar, each wound, tells a story that deserves to be told. The dark beauty of legacy lies in its ability to inspire, to ignite the flames of resilience in the hearts of others. The past is not a burden, it is a beacon, guiding us through the abyss, reminding us that we are the architects of our own destiny. The cost of erasing the past is steep, but it is a price we must pay if we are to emerge stronger, wiser, and more united. Let us not allow the flames of history to be extinguished. Let us rise from the ashes, embracing our scars, and carry the weight of legacy into the future. For in the end, it is not the erasure of the past that defines us, but the courage to remember, to reflect, and to act. We are not mere spectators, we are the guardians of our stories, the keepers of our truths. And it is time to let the world hear our voices. In the depths of our existence, where shadows dance with memories, the indelible legacy of the past clings to us like a second skin. It is a darkness that seeps into our bones, an echo of every injustice, every scar, whispering tales of those who dared to rise against the tide of silence. The weight of legacy is heavy, yet it is in this burden that we find our truest selves, fractured, yet fierce. Each mark left on our souls by the world's cruelty transforms us into warriors, ready to confront the void that threatens to swallow history whole. The air thickens with the remnants of battles fought and lost, but also with the quiet resilience that blooms in the aftermath. From the ashes of despair rise stories that demand to be told, stories that refuse to be silenced by the hands of those who wield power as a weapon. The dark beauty of legacy is found in the scars that map our journeys, in the pain that becomes our shield. Each wound carries a lesson, a reminder that we are not alone in our suffering. It is in this shared struggle that we discover strength, an unbreakable bond forged in the fires of adversity. To understand our legacy is to gaze into the abyss and emerge with purpose. The echoes of the past are not mere whispers, they are a cacophony calling for recognition, urging us to embrace the complexity of our histories. Each tale of loss, each moment of rage, intertwines with the threads of our existence, shaping the narrative we carry forward. In this intricate dance of memory and identity, we find clarity, a guiding light that illuminates the path ahead. The call to action reverberates through time, urging us to confront our own legacies. It compels us to acknowledge the choices we make, the words we speak, and the silence we allow to fester. In the shadows of inaction lies complicity, a complicity that threatens to snuff out the voices of those who came before us. We are not mere spectators in this grand theater of existence. We are the protagonists, the architects of our own destinies. To honor the past is to take a stand in the present, to ensure that the echoes of silence are met with the resounding roar of defiance. Every scar tells a story, a testament to the battles waged within and without. The weight of legacy is not a burden to be shunned, but a mantle to be worn with pride. It is the reminder that we are part of something greater, a continuum of human experience that transcends time and space. The dark beauty of our legacy lies in its ability to inspire, to ignite the flames of resilience in the hearts of others. It is a call to rise from the ashes, to embrace our scars as badges of honor, and to wield our stories as weapons against the forces that seek to erase them. In the face of erasure, we find our purpose. It is a relentless pursuit, a refusal to let the flames of history be extinguished, to ensure that the lessons of the past are not lost but instead echo through the corridors of time. The past is not simply a collection of events, it is the foundation upon which our futures are built. The scars of yesterday illuminate the path of tomorrow, guiding us as we navigate the treacherous waters of existence. This indelible legacy is not a chain that binds us, but a canvas that frees us to paint our own destinies. Each stroke of our lives adds depth and color to the narratives woven throughout history. We are the keepers of these tales, the guardians of our truths, and it is our duty to ensure they resonate beyond the confines of our existence. The world must hear our voices, must feel the weight of our stories, for it is in this sharing that we honor the legacies we carry. Let the darkness serve as a crucible, transforming our pain into purpose, our isolation into strength. For in embracing our indelible legacy, we not only confront the void but illuminate the path for those who will follow. We are not defined by the erasure of our past, we are forged by the fire of our memories, rising stronger, ever more resilient, ready to take on the world. Share this message if you believe that from the depths of darkness, true strength emerges. Let your voice echo in the silence. Comment on a time when you faced adversity and rose stronger, defying the odds. Subscribe for more unfiltered reflections on resilience and the unyielding spirit that thrives in the shadows. In this world, we are not just survivors, we are the architects of our own destinies, and it's time to unleash the power within us.